Well, after a tearful apology from the Christchurch Mayor Leanne Dalzell, after reading and hearing submissions from residents on the long-term plan, Wainui residents had their say about their waste management concerns. But who's to blame? Here's Chelsea Daniels.
The Wainui wastewater scheme, or lack thereof it, was a hot topic, with the overflowing of the septic tanks raising the most concern among Wainui residents. The council heard from Yayin Cranwell, who detailed how Akaroa Harbour has cultural and historic significance for the tangata whenua.
The arrival of Rakai Hautu, and from then on we've been using Akaroa, the whakaroa, the harbour, in and around the area there as a food basket, as our resource. The hikakai is very important to us. It was part of the 9 tall trees of the Kaitahu settlement. And it is a treasure, and it has fed us for a long time.
Yayin explained how over 65 generations have used the harbour as a food source, but now they can't due to the contamination caused by unmaintained septic tanks.
The septic tanks do leak, and in large storm events they overflow and they go into the harbour. We do not eat any bivalve shellfish from the Wainui side anymore. That includes cockles and also mussels because they filter feed. And with filter feed, with fecal contamination, you get the norovirus.
Ted Robertson has been a ratepayer in Wainui since 1980, and during that time spent 15 years as the building inspector for the Banks Peninsula. Ted explained that the maintenance of the septic tanks is a major issue.
The big problem I can see in Wainui is maintenance of the septic tanks. Now, a lot of properties change hands, and when they change hands, the new property owners don't know anything about septic tanks. Now, they have to be maintained, which means they have to be cleaned between 3 and 5 years, have to be completely cleaned out.
Nevertheless, Ted seems to be confident that educating the owners about the proper upkeep of the septic tanks could just about fix the problem.
Providing they've been put in to an engineer's specifications, there should be no problem whatsoever.
Mayor Dalzell apologised today for overlooking the Wainui wastewater scheme in this month's long-term plan hearings. Earlier this year, Christchurch City Council paused the delivery of Stage 2 of the Wainui wastewater reticulation and treatment scheme.
It really is an unfortunate situation in terms of how this has happened, but it has happened, and I do apologise sincerely to those that were affected.
The council is seeking advice from the Infrastructure, Transport and Environment Committee, who will hear presentations from concerned Wainui residents next week. The committee will then make recommendations back to the council, which will be reported in time for consideration for the long-term plan. Chelsea Daniels, CTV News.